What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything over-the-counter penny stocks. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what they are, they're stocks that are not typically traded on the New York Stock Exchange. It's a very volatile environment, but that's what I love it. That's why I love it. That's why what I thrive on, and this is what I do every day for a living. So, if you're interested in learning about this unique area of the market, subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up as I go over the top 3 stocks that are moving out there today. We made a play on a couple of them, and one of them has just been the stock of the month. If you've been following along with me and watch my Stock Watch Sundays, where I go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, talk about BMMJ, and it just keeps on giving. It cracked $2 today after our entries in at 50 and 70 cents. Unbelievable. And when I say we, I'm talking about my community over at WeTrade HQ. So if you're looking to be with an environment and be in a community of people who are looking to find success, it's at WeTradeHQ.com and the WeTrade HQ Discord platform within our platform as well. It's absolutely free to join. The links are down in the description below. I highly encourage you to check it out. We have over 4,000 members from around the globe learning and growing and celebrating each other's success. And it's not just dedicated to penny stocks. Even though this channel is, I designed my vision for WeTrade HQ along with my partner Jake wasn't just for it to be focused on penny stocks alone. It's really one of the, there's just nothing like it. We have folks from all over the different areas of the market that are able to help others, be successful. If penny stocks aren't for you, that's fine. There's other areas within the market that it makes sense for them and they're able to make money, and that's what WeTrade HQ is designed for. So go check it out. No matter what you're trading in the market, WeTrade HQ is the place for you. And so let me welcome some folks here. Jason Hussein, Blade Runner, Chandler, Rael, I think. I always butcher a lot of these, so sorry if I do. What's going on, Tom? Good to see you, man. Looking forward to going fishing there, brother. We're about almost exactly a month away, so certainly looking forward to that. WeTrade HQ admin, what's going on, Bob? Hey, I can't argue that, Jason, for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on, Jesse. Good to see you guys. I was waiting for a couple more people to trickle in here. So Amy, okay, Ross, fine. All right, that works. Thanks, man. Appreciate it for not attacking me too much. What's going on, Cool Libra? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. If you guys aren't familiar with what this is my normal equity feed scan tool that I use to find unusual volume, look for momentum type trades, and even look for accumulation. Have all these filters pulled up. This is my watch list as well. IRNC, the play of the day, 1,200 trades. Looking here, over $1 million in dollar volume. Unbelievable move, even though it's had some dilution. We talked about this within my morning mentorship group. So if you guys aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, the links are in the description. But I go live with folks every morning to go over potential news that popped up on stocks that might move on news such as this. IRNC, I will say it was a missed opportunity for me, but there were some folks within my morning mentorship that actually did make this play yesterday, thanks to I Like BB Stock within our group. And, what happened? Why is this up 108%? Why did this go ballistic? And here's why. So actually, I'm not going to show it here. I'm going to show it because it's going to be much easier to read if I go to OTC Markets and actually show you on WeTrade HQ. So I will refresh that while we get this going. So WeTrade HQ is a platform where you can, again, search your favorite tickers and see what's going on. We have trading view charts that are directly integrated into the site. So if you're looking here at WeTrade HQ, you can see some folks that are already talking about it. It gapped up today, went crazy, but it was called out well before the gap up. There was some unusual volume that came in on this earlier yesterday and even last week. But if you go to OTC Markets, IRNC, they came out with several different patents that were granted to them. So they disclosed that in a recent 8K that came out pre-market today. We watched this come out, and then we watched the insane gap up on IRNC. What's the play here? So they have several technology-related patents that were granted to them, and that's what came out in the 8K. It's always a huge catalyst. 7 of them altogether were granted to IRNC. gosh, unusual volume. Sometimes that's what this brings, guys. It brings, and that's why I use my unusual volume scanner. Again, I have this right here, this unusual volume. You can see IRNC is right at the top. IRNC was also in my unusual volume scanner yesterday. I was not paying attention and completely missed the boat on this one. However, like I said, a lot of folks made a great play on this, and it just took off. You know, I can't make every play there is. I can't find every single gem that's out there, but it's awesome to see other people crushing it, and great job on IRNC. What's going on? Will it continue? That's a great question when it gets this volatile. Like I said, this is what I would consider a missed opportunity for myself. But if I'm looking at this on the 30-minute chart, as I usually do for intraday type plays, I'll pull up RSI and Bollinger Bands as well. Looking here, it looks like it has it looks like it just broke that resistance at 2 cents. So where's it going to be headed now? If it continues to go, I would say probably over to maybe 234. Where is it at right now? Yeah, so it's approaching that. So 223 is where it's sitting at right now. No, I'm sorry, 230 right now. So it's sitting at 2.3, highs of 234. So 234, like I said, would be that next area of resistance. So if it breaks that 234 barrier, we could see quite a move from this, as long as the dollar volume continues to come in here. If it goes past 234, 275 could end up being the next area of resistance. So it could be some clear skies here if it breaks 234, but we'll see. Lots of action going on with IRNC. So congrats to you guys that were in this. What a move. Hey, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. Love the kind words, my brother. What about GXXM? So GXXM, tough stuff with GXXM. We talked about CMGO this morning as well, but GXXM, they came out with a terrible PR. Well, not terrible PR. They came out with a terrible DF14C filing, basically saying that they are increasing the AS, or the authorized shares, by 15 billion. Oftentimes what that means is that they're looking to raise the AS so that they can continue to get dilutive, usually dilutive loans, notes, to basically dump back into the share structure and increase that float, increase the OS. It's not great news for GXXM. I sold a good bit of it yesterday and still have some shares left in there. I'm probably just going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to either look to just get rid of everything that I have left, which is just going to be free shares at this point. I'm playing with house money. But they had an AS raise of 15 billion. Tough stuff. Yeah, here you go. 15 billion. That's what's going on with GXXM. That's why it's red. Sucks. Is what it is. But, the other one that I was watching today, it was CMGO. CMGO had some interesting movement today. Going to the 30-minute chart, has a significant gap down from the unfortunate news that the settlement was a little bit underwhelming, as we already anticipated if that was going to happen, that we would see that type of drop. But having said that, you can see here on 30-minute chart with CMGO, there's been some significant buying coming in, some really insane moves. If you go back to CMGO and look at level 2 here, some really stupid looking bidding that was going on. It's not there right now, but before I went live with you guys, there was like a 6 million share bid. It was quite insane. It looks like it's cooling off a little bit right now, though. It's one of those things. I'm getting Andrew, I just saw that, getting a Christmas card. I appreciate it. Send it on over, man. So anyway, CMGO, what's going on? Well, they still have a business to run, right? Even though it was a big letdown, and really to no fault of the CEO, he wasn't trying to lead on to anybody that they were settling for any amount of money. This was all speculation created by people that were outside of what CMGO was doing. Having said that, even though that the settlement was underwhelming, CMGO still has a business to run. And so they basically, the CEO was talking about, their time at Coachella and, the elbows they're rubbing over there, and that they were actually, in a New York Post article. So this is their fashion, whatever crap they got going on at CMG at Coachella. and it's related to, I don't know, some sort of fashion stuff. I haven't really gotten a chance to look into it too much, to be honest with you, but I just saw it moving right before I went live, so I thought I would talk about it with you real quick. As far as CMGO is concerned, understand something. Just because it had that significant gap down and people, freaked out because of that stupid settlement amount. I mean, listen, I don't know what I would do if I was in that CEO shoes, but 2.75 million sounds like a real big letdown when you're trying to sue somebody for a 9-figure amount. Having said that, like I said, they're still trying to run a company. They're getting themselves current, and we'll see where they go from here. But looks like they're, things are picking up because of the elbows they're rubbing maybe at Coachella. We'll see. Lastly, I can't say enough about BMMJ. I mean, it just keeps going, guys. Yesterday, an unbelievable move. Today, $2. Boom. I mean, if you're not in the morning mentorship group, you should be. You should be. Jesse shouted this out within the group, and we took a closer look, found a lot of value there. There's connections with Aurora. I went over this at length at Stockwatch Sunday, as far as like all the connections. But like, I haven't pulled it up here. Look at all these green this is a daily chart. This is a daily chart, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days. And even if you look at these red days, they're basically just flat. I mean, and it's just, and this is a month. This is a month straight of just green. The AK that came out Friday, nobody cares. Just an unbelievable move, and people are loving it. The folks that are in my morning mentorship group got in the 50-cent range and 75, 78 cents. I have an average of 78 cents, and I have not yet sold anything. I'm going against my better judgment. Haven't sold my initial investment yet. I'm waiting to see. This momentum is insane. So that's why I haven't sold any yet, but my risk tolerances are different than yours. I know that we talk about, protecting that initial investment at all costs. For me, I'm going outside of the box a little bit because of just the crazy and insane volume that I'm seeing on this. Day in and day out, we're seeing $1 million volume. So I'm not worried about the notes that are in there because they're not, overcoming the volume. The retail volume that's coming in is actually taking over all those notes. So unbelievable moves with BMMJ. I'm super excited about this. Where can it go from here? I try not to tell people to just buy something like this all the way up here. Usually when I'm talking about something and it's all the way up here, I'm staying away from it. I'm just enjoying watching everybody else make money because I love to do that. I love seeing people crush it. But it's one of those things where, can I in good conscience tell you to buy all the way up there? No, I can't. But having said that, there are areas of consolidation on the intraday charts, and we've talked about those at length too within the morning mentorship, where you can maybe add to your position. If you're looking to make an initial entry, one good point that was brought up is that this would be the one rare instance where I would actually suggest using a stop loss, because it's starting to trade now like a NASDAQ stock. So it's not quite nearly as choppy and volatile as a normal OTC would, or something that we usually see. So you could actually use a stop loss on this and be okay. You could maybe put an order in, maybe get yourself filled in at $1.75. Let's just, for example, put your stop loss in at $1.65, something like that. And you might be all right. Even if you take a loss, at least you're not taking a super huge loss from, $2 to $1, something like that. So this is the one rare instance that I would say, it's probably okay to use a stop loss on something like this because it's moving and reacting much like a NASDAQ stock would. So I would say, if you're looking to make an entry on BMMJ, look for those intraday support and resistance levels, and find yourself a good comfort level as far as some consolidation within that intraday chart, and then set yourself a stop loss. Probably no more than 10%, I would say, 10-15% stop loss. And I think you'll be okay if you're looking to make an entry on BMMJ. Do I think this is still undervalued? It's certainly looking that way. But what a monster. Holy crap, guys. What a monster. You sent me a Christmas card, Andrew. I keep gravitating to that. It's hilarious. Appreciate you, brother. RGPP, what have you found on that? I haven't found anything yet. I just saw some unusual volume. Let's see here. joining the morning mentorship, and I can only make about 3 times a week. Hey, that's all right, you know. And the other thing about the morning mentorship, even though if you can only make it 3 times a week, is that I do pre-record all of those, which I'm sure you're aware of, Chandler. And you can go back and watch them at any time. It's all there for you right at WeTrade HQ. Wish me and the hubby had gotten into BMMJ. Yeah, it just keeps going crazy. And there's Jesse talking about it. Shout out to Jesse. Awesome move, man. All right, VYST. How's VYST looking? Let me take a look. So VYST, we're actually expecting. Here's an alert, guys. Let me just share this with you real quick. IRNC has broken. That 234 resistance has now gone up to 248. Unbelievable move. So if anybody's in this, congrats to those. I know there's a couple folks within my morning mentorship group that were able to capitalize on this. Whoa. As I said, 234, then it'll be off to the races. As we are talking live, it could not make me look any better. It can't. Making me look real good right now as IRNC. So broke that 234 resistance, and it is just blasting off. So let's go back to look at the chart here. So going back to look at the chart, as I had this pulled up, what did I say? 275 looked like it might have been the next area for it to go to. So we'll see if it actually makes that. Ask is at 247, so it's really not out of the realm of possibility for it to get to that point. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. Wow, unbelievable move. So anyway, VYST, yeah, it's just in consolidation mode still. You know, I've been in this since 04 or 5-ish. That's where my average is. So I'm just chilling, waiting for a 10K. There's a 10K that's due this week, along with LFAP. So I'm looking for both of those 10Ks to come out this week. That is when they are due. So that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. What a day. You know, Tuesdays are usually our slower days during the week for whatever reason. There's no rhyme or reason to that, or no scientific explanation as to why Tuesdays are usually a slower day in the OTC. But today is an exception to the rule, and I couldn't be happier about that. So really great day, guys. For those of you in the morning mentorship group, congratulations to you. What a great week so far for us. And if you're interested in being a part of even just the free group that we provide over at WeTrade HQ, the links are down all in the description. Discord groups in there, great environment to be in, and it's just, I don't know, it's awesome. It's awesome to see my vision of all this kind of like come to life, and you guys loving every minute of it. So it's been awesome. And so yeah, go check those out. And that is it for me, folks. Yeah. Have yourselves a great day, and if you're interested in anything else, there's all kinds of links. There's cool shirts as well, and that is it for me, guys. As always, I don't know why I keep saying that. As always, I'll see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out. Have a good one.